Welcome to Mother-Daughter Projects. I'm Steph.
I'm Vicki, and today we're putting together a mid-century modern landing zone. To make the landing zone, we're using parts and pieces from other mid-century modern furniture that I thrifted at various yard sales.
We're lovingly calling this the Frankenstein piece because it's just kind of a hodgepodge of different mid-century pieces put together. The main structure of this is actually what would have been considered like an IKEA piece back in the 60s or 70s. Basically a piece where you buy it and you put it together at home. You may not have all these mid-century pieces, but you might have an IKEA piece that you could take some of these ideas and run with it for your own house.
Join us as we show you how we put this together.
We started by gathering our materials. We deconstructed a vintage wood cabinet with a reciprocating saw. Then we removed the molding from an old cedar piece. We took these materials back to my house and started to work on the main structure. We cut the legs off with a circular saw as they were badly damaged. We wanted to add a top to the main piece, so we cut a scrap piece of plywood to size and used pocket holes to connect it. We used our Craig jig to accomplish this. Then we marked where we needed to cut the old cabinet wood to fit the sides and the bottom and top of the landing zone. We used our circular saw and teamwork to make the cuts. We doubled up on the side cuts. Mom sanded all the wood to have a nice surface for the finish. Mom wanted a pop of color in her landing zone, so she did 2 coats of this really pretty teal we found by Bayer.
This DeWalt brad nailer is one that we recently got from the Home Depot, and I thought, okay, brad nailer, that's good. But once I started using it, I was really impressed with it. It shoots every time. We didn't have any misfires, and it's always at the ready, always ready to go. And it just was really easy to use. We don't like to use the word easy a lot, but it was easy. So if you're looking for a brad nailer, this might be one to try out.
We glued and brad nailed the sides and bottom into place. For the bottom, we made a template of the leg hardware and used a nail set to mark the placement. We screwed it into place and attached the vintage legs. We finished by attaching the top wood using paint sticks as spacers. We put the shelves back into place. Mom decided she really wanted to keep these the natural teak. We cut the old nails off with our Dremel, figured out where they needed to be cut, and used the miter saw to make the cut. Mom used a tack cloth to remove all the dust, then covered the wood with a pre-stain, which will help the wood accept the final finish smoothly without any blotchiness. We used shellac to finish the piece. Then we glued and nailed the molding into place. Once everything was dry, we took the mid-century modern landing zone to Mom's house and put it into place.
What we learned. The main piece of this landing zone was an old record cabinet. Now there are a lot of purists out there that would say, ooh, don't ever make any changes to mid-century furniture or paint it. But this one really was destined for the trash. It had a lot of damage on the bottom, and if I had not made those changes, it probably would have ended up in someone's burn pile. So don't be afraid if you have a piece that is mid-century, but it's damaged, don't be afraid to upcycle it into something that actually you can use in your home.
One of the things we were a little hesitant about in this project was we only had a certain amount of molding. So when we made our miter cut, it had to be perfect. We made sure that we both knew what we were doing. We measured twice, cut once, that old adage, and we did pretty good at it. So we're pretty excited about that.
This piece used 3 different kinds of wood in it, and I was a little apprehensive about using 3 different kinds because it wasn't the same color, but by using stains and finishes, we were able to make it all blend together.
So if you like this project and want to see more from us, be sure to visit us at motherdaughterprojects.com and subscribe right here on YouTube. Click the bell and you'll be alerted to all our new projects.